Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dustin, and today I'm doing a very, very special video. What we're doing is we're taking a look at the Satisfactory 1.0, completion, basically. I didn't have volume there, sorry about that. This is going to be kind of a raw reaction to it because I don't want to do a lot of editing, so my apologies in advance. So, let's take a very brief look at the world. We're about 82 hours, 24 minutes, 22 seconds. Today is September the 19th. It's currently about 6:15 p.m. I'm not really one to ever say or like break the fourth wall like that, but here we are. So, the final thing that I needed was nuclear pasta, but I have all the other things. So 1,000 nuclear pasta, we got over 1,000 of the biochemical sculptors, we have 200 of the ballistic warp drives, and 256 of the AI expansion servers. I kind of forgot about that. Hang on a second. Oh, I got ragdolled. The other thing I forgot to do was I forgot to turn graphics up a little bit. I like to typically play on low when I'm not streaming or doing thumbnails and that sort of stuff, or, you know, maybe if I'm streaming. But if I'm playing the game by myself, I usually won't do a whole lot of, like, pretty graphics. Growing up as a kid, I would always play games at like the lowest setting possible, and I would prioritize FPS over visual stunning design. I don't know what you'd call it. So, one more save before we send it off. Finish the game. Save is confirmed. We're going to just throw everything in here, seal it up. I'm probably gonna have a little thing. Video presentation from Ada. What you gotta say?
Unsurprisingly, here's another presentation, but don't worry, I have improved it.
Okay.
This last delivery will be the most important action you have ever taken.
Okay.
Perhaps you want to take a moment to contemplate the gravity of your achievements. Alright, that's enough. This is the end of the Save the Day program. All you need to do is wait for the automated Phase 5 construction to complete. Simply throw the lever and further instructions will be supplied when relevant.
Okay. Let's send her, bud. I've never said that before a day in my life, but here we go. So, let's see what happens. Achievement, save the day. Probably. Thanks. I feel not happy about this. Whoosh. Is it going to dissipate the clouds? There we go. Hi, Ada. How are you?
Phase 5 completed. Return to the space elevator after the resources have been processed and added to project assembly.
Oh, no.
Launch can then be initiated from there. While waiting, please do not break anything. Solve any issues immediately and efficiently. Ensure your power network is stable. Perhaps it is best if you do not touch anything at all. And stay close to the space elevator. This will only take a moment.
Okay. Speaking of power grid, I hope I don't need to have like a really robust power grid. I wanted to talk about this. My world is currently running 18,000 megawatts. You might be asking yourself, how did you get to this point in your life? Well, Summer Sloops manufacturers, the Alien Power Augmenter. There's 9 particle accelerators over here, by the way, making pasta. And that's about the only thing that's happening right now. So, yeah. Let's go check out what Ada was talking about. Oh my goodness, what is all of this? Stabilizers, check oil. Fuel injector levels, wipe windows. Okay, check oil. Alright. Set fuel injection to 5. I feel like I'm playing Papers, Please or something like that. Activate bus 1. Bus selector B1, excuse me. B1. Is this randomized, by the way? Because if so, this is kind of funny. Left stabilizer, we're going to set that to... That's not... Oh, that's 9. Okay, it's the bottom of the lever. Okay. Right stabilizer to 4. Turn gyroscopic balancer X on. Alright. Got 2 more, it looks like. Turn Y on. And Z on. Is this it? Do I... Okay, I'm not touching anything. Preparation... Okay. Oh my goodness. The final lever. Oh, it's so cool. Okay. Oh, let's pick up leaves. I was like, pick up... Oh goodness, what's happening? Clouds are in the way. I hope this isn't going to be a problem. Thank you.
Initiating project assembly. Assembly.
All right.
Attaching cargo to main body.
Okay. I'm going to try to get some height here. You're fine, jetpack. Here, let me just go down a little bit so you can stop screaming at me. Oh, there we go. Now, what is going on? Oh, wait. Is this...
Leveling inner and outer rings.
Okay. I think this is some sort of like...
Attaching propulsion to main body.
Is this a ship? It looks like it's a ship. I was going to say it looks like it might be a cannon. I'll reserve my thoughts though until this ends. We'll just enjoy this cutscene together. Let me check. Am I still recording? I'm still recording. Cool.
Attaching control center to main body.
I am so glad I didn't have to like pipe any fuel into this, because if I had to get like, I don't know, 1 million rocket fuel, that would have been awful. Please don't do that to me now, game. I've
Running
seen
systems check.
I've seen that somebody...
All systems online.
Oh, wait.
Releasing propulsion cage.
Okay. Music's building.
Releasing clamps.
Oh boy.
Running pre-launch checks and calculating flight path.
Oh boy.
Locking in cargo.
Is it just all the stuff
Launch
that I
in
put
T-minus
in
10.
there? Oh boy, here we go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
3, 2, 1. Oh. There it goes. It's gonna crash into that planet. That'd be really funny and sad at the same time. There's like little jet things to help orient it around. Warp drive initiating? Wait for it. Flares? Countermeasures? What? Uh-oh. Am I getting nuked? Oh wait, is it creating like a wormhole maybe? One was a little late. Okay, never mind. That is a wormhole. Holy moly. Alright, buddy, get a move on before you, I better not be taking in everything, including the planet. Alright, bye. Have fun at school. That was like a team rocket blasting off again, shine there at the end. That's funny. Alright. Now what? Oh. What's happening? Okay. Okay.
Connection with QAR-437 nucleus established and stable. Dispersion initiated. Reinstancing master nucleus to QAR-436 Akicha B1. Hello, this is Ada, your new local instance of Ada. On behalf of Ada, myself, and all of Fixit, I want to congratulate you on saving the day.
Okay.
Every single kitten and puppy would thank you if they could.
If they were
You
still
have
alive.
proven yourself to be a worthwhile and productive member of the human race,
they were
and
still
have
also alive.
contributed something to this universe that will forever change it. Thanks to your achievements, the next generation of pioneers can now take to the stars and construct, automate, explore and exploit, alongside me. Additionally, you have been promoted to local production manager,
What?
effective immediately.
Your promotion?
Your duties to project assembly may be complete, but your duties to Fixit remain. With your help, Fixit continues to make the universe a better place. Stay efficient. Stay with Fixit.
Pioneer purpose concluded. Wait, this is like the... Oh, yeah, cool. Alright, so we got credits. That's pretty sick. I didn't expect to actually see credits in game like this. Alright, I'm going to let these go through here and kind of talk about some things. So, obviously, I've been doing this. The game came out a little over a week ago. It came out 8 days ago. This is the first time I've ever actually played a game to completion in like a week. Granted, I didn't do like anything insane. I did a moderate fuel factory, a little bit of cold. That's like the only two real big things I got going on. I haven't done like a huge mega project of any kind, which I will be doing. Hold your horses, okay? I'm not done with Satisfactory content. But, or streams. My internet's just been weird, so I can't really do a lot of streams and stuff lately, but... What I plan on doing is I do want to continue doing more Satisfactory because there's still that itch for me to want to play it, and I want to try to get a couple things built. I want to build a turbo fuel factory, and I want to build nuclear power that also goes to the closed loop of plutonium and fixonium. So I do want to get to that eventually. What I'm going to do, though, for a while is I'm going to get all my systems set up again, There's many systems that I had to shut off. The whole aluminum grid that I had going. I need to actually get the fuel factory up to snuff, get like a really good turbo fuel factory. And I'll be streaming some of these projects as well. So if you're interested in following along for those, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate that. I'm not even at 500 subscribers yet, but we've been growing pretty strong the last couple of weeks. I do appreciate you all for watching this. I'm not signing off yet, but I'm just wanting to express my gratitude because... this game has had a significant impact on my life for the past couple of years. I think I bought it almost 2 years ago now. I think it was sometime in the middle of summer or near the end of summer, at least 2 years. Maybe it was 3. But yeah, this game has been a lot of fun for me to play on and off throughout the years. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed it as well. Obviously, if you guys don't know anything about this game or want to know more about it, I'll provide links down below to the Steam and the Epic Games sites, I guess the store pages, I guess they are, so you guys can go check them out, or you can just go to those as well, but I'll provide some links down below as well. Aw, the fur babies. Anyways, yeah, I have many reservations. Obviously, I haven't gotten everything. I'm still gonna try to get like Mercer Spheres and Somers Loops on streams, you know, just kind of going around getting those things. Apparently there's achievements for like getting so many of them, so I do want to get those. There's a lot of achievements as well, so yeah, I'm definitely going to be streaming and playing this game a lot more. This isn't like the end. We're not done. As far as the main story goes, though, this is done. I was going to say earlier that somebody on speedrun.com has an any % run of this, getting to where I'm at now, looking at the credits, in sub like 21 hours. It's like 20 hours and like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, something like that. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, how? That's insane to me. But yeah, the game is possible to beat in under 150 hours. I watched the dev stream, the launch release of this, and it's a 3-hour stream, by the way. I'll link that below as well if you guys want to go check it out. But the devs, I think it was Snoot specifically, the community manager, said that somebody over there, I think it was Snoot, said that this game is projected to take 150 hours to complete. We're just going to, I'm going to save over again, so if I ever want to use those animations and stuff, that would be very, very fun. Failed to save the, what? Oh. Finished the game, question mark? Is that going to work? Okay. I don't know, I don't think I had anything weird there, but total time as of right now, 82 hours, 38 minutes, 28 seconds. I did not do much of AFK. The entire factory over here is completely offline. Just for giggles, we'll set everything back up again. And now we're going to do kind of a world tour, if you will. I know there's not much really to go over here, but here's the main factory. I had 3 manufacturers sitting up over here for the longest time, providing everything that I need. With summer sloops being able to double outputs and stuff, things were a lot easier. So I had to kind of move things around. I needed certain components and stuff, so I had to dismantle some of that. Over here, this is an iron into refined iron plate production area. Depots everywhere, storing things as you'd expect. Over here we have a radar tower. This is relatively recent. Over here is a decent copper area, just making like cables, or wires, cables, and copper sheets. And then I think I'm storing quartz, which is over here, roughly over there. I think I just have like this, there's one normal node and then just making as much as I can make on a Mark III miner fully overclocked. If we head down over here from the iron over to this area, trust me, it looked a lot cooler. I just needed a lot of the resources, but this was for Fixonium over here to then make Fixonium ingots, or trigons, excuse me, in making things like the biochemical sculptor. As you can see, I overmade because I also summer slooped some of that. I made a bunch more of these singularity cells so I could use like teleporters and stuff now. This is all the SAM, as well as, you know, the various different alien components and stuff coming from the SAM or like node down below. Over here is basically a steel production area, completely disconnected from the grid. I'm going to reconnect this and watch my world burn. So let's just connect up. This is encased industrial beams, steel pipes, and also steel beams. So all 3 of these different things here, using alternate recipes, you know, iron ingots into steel with coal. I need to make sure that this is connected again. I'm just going through and making sure. Over here as well, we're also storing modular frames, because over here, this is like early on, I made a modular frame factory. This basically is making 10 modular frames per minute. I know, not like the craziest number, but this is all basic recipes, nothing too crazy. Come on, let me attach the power. Oh, that's right, it's not connected. Cool. Let's get some power up over here. I know that it connects, or should connect, like over here, but this entire thing is now operational. Some coal mining and a couple other things out here, nothing too crazy. Let me do a bit of a cut here. I'm probably going to have to do some audio manipulation and stuff in the editing process, so I will cut to where we're approaching the aluminum factory. Aluminum factory is what I would be saying if I didn't forget that this giant factory exists in the sky, as well as one over there, so we'll get to aluminum in a second. This entire factory up top was so I could make modular engines. I was making, I don't remember how many, I think it was like 5 on each side. I think it was a total of 10 modular engines. Some of these things were disconnected or just not, or they were like turned off and stuff. I'm expecting any day now when I connect stuff, yeah, it's gonna break soon. But yeah, I made a bunch of modular engines. I was using them. These things sound like they have the summer sloops in them. And yeah, these are also not connected to power, so I need to connect. These are fused modular frames, and all the heavy frames, there we go. All the heavy frames from over at that other factory is going over to here. I think that is making 10 per minute, I think. We're just going to use our normal jetpack at this point. The other side over here is for cooling systems, and I'm storing both of these here with also depots for convenience sake. I did make some drones in my playthrough. I have, if we go to M for map, we can take a look. Drone ports. These are all the different ones here. You can go ahead and pause if you want to read. Most of them have an in and output depending on where they're from. So like this one over here, this is usually an out. So this is the only reason for this one being is an out. And then there's also a few in. Surprisingly, there was only 3 main locations that I really built in. I explored most of the map. I never got all the hard drives. I think I got 99. There's an achievement to get 100, and I'm 99% on it, so I would assume that's probably it. But there's only real 3 big areas, and then there's like a small little nitrogen area over here where I just packaged it up and then sent it back to main base. And as you can tell, the aluminum factory is waiting for things to move a little bit. So things like this one is just bringing in fuel that's then going to power the other ones. I need to turn these on. I tried to just like turn things off, and then after a while I was like, why am I doing this? Because I'm going to forget to go up to them and then just hit turn on. So I might as well just, you know, try to connect everything up again. I think this is connected. Just in case we'll spiderweb. But yeah, even all the smelters for these assemblers, all these things over here, these are all for the 10 modular engines per minute. So now the thing is, we'll go check out the modular factory over here, but I need to get more power. I probably could just dismantle the particle accelerators over there just so I can get my hypertube cannons to work again, so I can then go to these other factories. So this over here is using most, I think, as many alternate recipes as I could. There's a website, I think it's called Satisfactory Tools. Is that what it's called? Satisfactorytools.com. You can basically put in any sort of recipe that you want to make, and like how many per minute, what resources that you're allowing, and what type of recipes you have unlocked. So this is following that as best I could. There's some things that are a little much, like I think I'm producing like 50 more iron plate or iron ingots, which then translates to like other various things here and there. But that is where all of my the heavy modular frames are being produced over in this section of the world, and then just belted all the way back. And the water is also useful over here as well. All the various different resources. There's some oil products down below, miners in the distance. There's also a little Caterium thing over there. Let's go check that out real quick. It's nothing fancy. The zip line, by the way, has been my favorite tool besides like jetpack for exploring around. The zipline does require infrastructure to be in the world. The jetpack does not, but it's really fun to kind of just zip around with this thing. But up over here, there's one Caterium node I'm just mining from. It's not even a miner Mark III, so this is technically an inefficient system. But all what I can harvest is being melted down and then turned into wire, which is just being stored. And I never even... Oh, I did, okay. I was about to say, I never even moved it over. I used to have a bin here for the longest time, but I finally moved over the wires. So this is just all the quick wire and stuff that my world will ever need, let's be honest. Alright, let's go over... I'll just go show off a little bit of the particle accelerators. I was trying to figure out on stream how to get these power tower platforms to work. Little tip from me to you, the bottom side is like your normal power lines, but if you look at the top side, you can get the power lines. I didn't know that there was literally 2 different hitboxes, so little tip from me to you. Don't be like me, be smarter than me. There is the power augmenter, like I mentioned, so I was using that to kind of augment my power a little bit. It was only 1.6, but still sub 20k, which is pretty cool. Over here is a massive copper powder factory. At first I started with just 1 copper and then like the 2 iron for an alternate recipe of copper and iron ore to make copper ingots. That then gets turned into copper powder over here. I even put some Somers loops to kind of help with the efficiency rates. But it is just a big old beltwork of spaghetti, which I need to get rid of at some point in the future. This is for nuclear pasta. I might just continue keeping like the constructors and stuff here and just maybe store the copper powder for future. But yeah, these particle accelerators do need to go because I cannot get my world operational if they're still there. That noise actually scared the crap out of me. I was like, okay, I guess I won't do it. Alright, let's just hope. Yep, everything is good. No dismantle crates anywhere. Yep, we're looking good. It looks so bad over here now, like everything's gone. Please work. That should be, yeah. So that was the consumption before, like 26, 29. Now we're back down to 16 as a max. So the factory will just come back to life eventually. Power augmenter, such a cool building. Never actually got to use its like extra boost, which I believe if you feed the resources gets us up to 30%. But we're gonna work on power soon. .tm. Here's all the coal to make diamonds and particle accelerators. I was just belting coal over. I had bins, so many bins here. Got enough diamonds. Converted everything over to nuclear pasta. That was the thing that was killing me in terms of like time to make. It was nuclear pasta. The nuclear pasta. It was so bad. I believe this also needs to spiderweb over here. There's power coming from the train station. Alright, now we're going to the aluminum build, unless I'm forgetting something else. There's aluminum build, there's a nitrogen area, and then there is the fuel factory. Those are the last three places on the agenda. And then we're going to call the video here, and then I hope to see you guys in future streams. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be at the aluminum facility in a moment. Brief cameo by the quartz factory down over there. It's literally just a bunch of constructors, but here is the aluminum factory. Now what the heck is going on over here? Lots of drones for starters. There's a lot of different things. I'll kind of give you the TLDR of it if I can. Can I? Is that? I just connected two of the same wires. This has power, and this power goes up to the drones. I remember how I did this, because or not the drones. I needed the hypertube cannon to work here. Everything else thrums to life, and we're still good. All right. So, roughly how this factory works: bauxite as well as copper get belted from different places around. There's like one node somewhere right over here somewhere. There's a few nodes over there. There's one to the south. They're just kind of all over the place. Why do you not have power? Goes to show how awake I was when I built this factory. So this is using a sloppy alumina recipe. You get the alumina solution that turns into, with petroleum coke, water and aluminum scrap. The water has to be rid of. I have packagers set up over here, but empty canisters weren't being made for a long time because there's a plastic shortage when this whole system is running constantly. But this is basically a 1-to-1 ratio of the amount of aluminum scrap that we're making from these refineries to make aluminum ingots that then go upstairs. I only needed 2 of these 3, just ignore that third one. But these are all making alclad aluminum sheets. At the end over there, I can't remember what we're making, honestly. Oh, that's right, the fluid tanks. All the drones nobody's using batteries. They're all using fuel, so they're just in like low altitude mode. Down here, this is aluminum casing, so basically I had everything kind of split off from the main line, so half of everything goes upstairs, where it then becomes alclad sheets, and the other half becomes casing, because I needed a lot of casing. Set up some depots over here. This is Dimensional Depot is just an amazing thing of tech. It's great. Over here, we're importing HOR, which is heavy oil residue, in canisters, which is then being synced. In hindsight, I probably should have put it over there, but it's fine. Over here, the water, by the way, is actually being synced, so that's kind of a waste. I am also storing it in case I need it for future, but... and the heavy oil residue, and I'm going all over the place. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. Heavy oil residue then turns into petroleum coke, which, in hindsight, another thing I should have done, I should have just made these refineries at the fuel place and then just import the petroleum coke and just remove this carbon footprint over here, literally. But yeah, this whole factory has been running a while, and you might notice there's all these bins over here, or these fluid tanks. Why is that? Well, I ran into some issues where the factory got overflooded with water because as the byproduct, you have to get rid of this in order to keep everything else running. So I built some up here, and I was like, oh, okay, this is not too bad. They can store a lot of water. Oh, wait, what's that pipe doing? Oh boy. I built all of this in an attempt to never have to deal with the water again. And I don't think I've ever flushed it, so I don't know how far down it goes, like where the water's at, but it kind of like zigzags all the way down to the bottom. Let's take a look real quick where this actually goes to. Like, how far up does it go? Here? No. It didn't run for very long once I did this. So it looks like only the bottom 3, and it's only like, what, 2/3, not even full. So yeah, you could say that was kind of a waste. So let's head over to the last place that I ever built any sort of infrastructure for, and that is the fuel factory. It's out there to the west. The fuel factory has... Well, actually, before we do, we'll take a pit stop in the nitrogen. I keep forgetting what all I built in this world because, well, when you play a game for, like, almost 100 hours in, like, a week, it's kind of blurs together. So there's a nitrogen factory over here. I built this a while ago. Noble mentions to the coal power. Nice. It's been a while since I've been back there. It looks very quaint, you know, compared to everything else. So over here, all that I am doing, I did have the 2 things I needed nitrogen for cooling. No, it wasn't cooling. It wasn't cooling systems. I think so. I was building cooling systems over here. Yeah. So cooling systems with the nitrogen, as well as the fused modular frames. I was building them up here for a while. Got sick and tired of having to like come over here, put in resources, leave. So I just was like, yeah, let's throw some drone ports up. None of these are actually powered, but we can fix that relatively no issue. There's a power line right there. Connect this up. That did not connect up to power. Wait a minute. Hold up. That has power, which means that you should have power. Ah, that's where it connects, right there. I'm trying to remember where everything is. It's been like 10 hours since I went and disconnected everything, so 10 hours of gameplay, but that's like multiple days. So, and then yeah, that's kind of what this factory does. It just makes nitrogen, puts in like canisters, take it back to the main base, and then gets crafted. This is the coup de grace, the big enchilada over here. This is the fuel factory, version 2.0, which we will be updating soon.tm, to version 3.0. As you can tell, I basically did everything with the intention of it being practical over like aesthetics. That's going to be changing from here on out. I want things to look relatively stylized, not like they're not going to look the best. I'm just going to say that because I'm not really like an artsy type of person. But I do want to kind of have a centerpiece that I had as part of my playthrough, and that is this Sommer sloop right over here. So this will be kind of a centerpiece, maybe a lobby area or something like that. But as you can tell on the map, maybe it's hard to really tell because I'm not used to really reading it. But this over here is roughly... Why are you hovering exactly? I turned you off, that's why. Turn you back on too. Okay. So over here, this is where the drone ports are. This is the bottom side of the factory. The map extends down to like here. So I want this big area probably to be either partial like production, like rubber and plastic, because there's a lot of water around here. Or move the fuel generators over there or something. But I want this Sommer sloop over here to be like middle of like a lobby main feature, because it's sitting on top of a rock, and I'm not going to collect it until that might be one of the last ones I ever collect, because I think it looks really cool as a centerpiece. But yeah, this is the fuel factory. All of the oil like reservoir things over here are being mined from. There's 4 in total, but 2 of them combined to make a 600 pipes. So there's 3 600 pipes. They all go to make oil, heavy oil residue, HOR. I don't want to actually just say HOR because, I mean, yeah, people might think I'm saying a bad word, but they get turned into fuel through refineries. I can't talk. I did unlock the blender recipe, but very, very later on. I didn't want to have to rip this whole thing out and do a version 3.0 when I knew turbo fuel, rocket fuel, all that stuff was coming soon. So, but by my projections, I'm hoping to maybe run like 200 to 300 of these fuel generators, max overclock. But I also need to run power shards manufacturing for a while to get those as well, because I don't want to go around picking up slugs. Packaging fuel over here that is used for my jetpack as well as drones. It's split off, and then it goes over to, I believe, that drone port there, and then drones will take that fuel or turbo or packaged fuel to the other drone ports for other drones to use. This one over here is just transporting empty canisters for the aluminum factory to try to get rid of the water. It's all being made here on site as well. Rubber, plastic. There's also some fabric, but that's only being depoted at the moment. But yeah, this is the fuel factory. This is my pride and joy here. Once I got this established and set up, I was like, finally, I can maybe beat the game with this. And sure enough, here we are. We did it. And then any extra polymer resin, by the way, is also being synced. This was back before I even had Mark V belts. Those were really Mark IVs. That was a very different time. But yeah, I never made a Mark VI belt yet. I'm probably going to get into automation for the resources for that, as well as, like I said, power shards and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, be on the lookout for future notifications of me doing streams and stuff. From here on out, it is not business, it is just pleasure, and we're going to be building a lot of different factories, a lot of different things. There are some stuff I want to do just because I can do it. The main base area, the starting area down here, looks very different now versus, well, about even 50 hours ago, 20 hours ago even. Ugh, I touched it. But yeah, that's kind of how things have gone and the state of the game as far as my playthrough. Ow, that hurt. Like I said, I do need to go get some more hard drives. Let's see what I got here. Sure, that could come in handy. I never built like a weapons factory either. I kind of want to. Oil-based diamonds, never got any alternate recipes for diamonds or anything, so I do need to get a lot of these things kind of going. Never really did a whole lot with the awesome sink, or the, sorry, awesome shop. So, you know, there's a bunch of stuff that I want to do. Like, I'd like to be able to buy and place everything. 100 tickets for a hard drive, that doesn't feel like it's worth it. I definitely want to get the golden nut statue, though. I do think that is a very funny meme. I didn't mention it either, but these two machines have been here since the dawn of time, basically. They have been summer slooping basically everything, the amount of circuits and stuff. Oh my goodness. There used to be 4 here, but I needed the summer sloops elsewhere, and at least this one machine has been here for 20-30 hours, but this other one I had to add again recently due to slowness of production. But yeah, that is my playthrough. I'm going to go through and start like gutting out some of these factories over here, try to find out what I want to do. I do have, like I said, plans and projects that I want to incorporate and do. For instance, one of the things that I would love to do, I'm just going to sit here looking, well, we'll go over this way. One of the things I want to do is I want to build a nuclear power plant capable of producing like half of a gigawatt at least of power. That's not just like the nuclear side of things, but it will be consuming basically, I want to get to a point where I can make 40 fuel rods a minute minimum. I believe the max you can do is like almost 50 or something like that, but I don't want to like use every single one of them. I want the ability to produce about 40 per minute. And then I also want to get into like plutonium stuff. Never touched plutonium like at all in this game. I think in my brother's world, he did like one plutonium like fuel cell and was like, well, how do we get rid of it? And I told him, you can't get rid of it. But that was before 1.0. That was like a year ago by now, I think. So yeah, things are done as far as the main story. And I do apologize, this video is a little bit longer, but it's just a whole explanation as to what's been going on, how long it took. And I am so happy to say the game starts now. After 83 hours, 2 minutes, and 30 seconds, current date and time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys are new to my channel and this is your first time ever clicking on a video of mine, thank you for joining the crew. I would appreciate it if you could also leave a like down below and subscribe. Ring that bell to get live stream notifications. I will be streaming this game a lot more just because I want to start actually working on some mega projects. I'm glad now that the clouds are actually being moved away actively because it wasn't doing that before. But yeah, this has been Satisfactory 1.0, completed in under 83 hours, 82 technically. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless.